There's a couple that I follow on YouTube and Facebook. I'm not going to mention their names. They're amazing people. Um, but I mean, a lot of the information that they bring through, right? All of their channeled information and their mystery school, it's it's really a reflection of a lot of the things that I go that I have no name for, and that I just find a name through listening to somebody else um, terminologies, right? A lot of my own plant medicine ceremony and things that I've discovered that I had no clue, like I couldn't name what's happening until I would listen to other spiritual teachers talk about it. I'm like, oh, that's what I experienced. That's what I went through. That's what's happening to me. So this couple that I follow, even though I to a certain degree, I feel I kind of expand more, like the perspective they bring, it is still a little bit, I don't want to say fear-based because I don't detect fear in their field, but their approach, the view, and it can easily be misconstrued and taken into a very negative spiral because of the emphasis on the negative and certain negative perspective, let's say. I'm just going to leave it there. I can listen to anything and I can distill the true frequency they are sharing the information from, regardless of the biased opinions, personal opinions, or little distortions here and there. Like, I have that ability to do that with whomever. Like, I can tap into their true essence and why is it that they're saying what they're saying, even though if it gets filtered or if they're like layers of spiritual, not spiritual, personal interpretation or personal opinion, right? So I do that with them, even though they're already very, very, very broad and very on point with everything they say. I could sense there was something there with her that with him, it was like all clean and clear. Like I could get him and I had like no resistance in my mirroring with him. With her, I didn't know I had a resistance. I just felt I was like pushing her. She was like, oh, there was like a space between us. Everything is me. Everybody's me. So when I detect in our space, in our shared space, weird things that I don't know, I investigated. So I started asking, why am I pushing her away? Like, what is this distance that I'm putting between her and I? So once I started to go into that energy, I realized, oh, I don't like her. I didn't know I didn't like her. I thought I liked her, but actually I didn't. There was a part of me that was actually rejecting her. And I start going into the energy. Why am I rejecting her? Right? Because there's no rejection outside of you other than me rejecting myself and projecting it as if I'm rejecting someone else, right? So I know those mechanisms. So once I see the program that I'm rejecting her because I don't like her, what is it about her that I don't like? This was fucking amazing what I found. It like I was mind blown of my own mirror integrations that I do silently. So once I ask, what is it about her that I don't like? And I do this way because before, when I have been in her live streams with her husband, I've seen how she interrupts him and doesn't let him speak, and sometimes he's like on a roll and you're just like hungry for whatever he's gonna say, and then she comes in and interrupts his flow, and then I'm like, no, like continue what you were gonna say. So I remember one day I told her, you interrupt him a lot, because I really wanted him to finish what he was saying, because there was like so much juiciness in the momentum he got that she would interrupt him a lot. And I noticed that I had that pattern. I was that woman. That's the only reason that mirror was there, because it was showing me, well, that's something you do too. And you don't, I was not aware that I would do it. I would interrupt people. Now I'm better. I do a lot better to not interrupt people and let them explain and just allow them space to be, right? So I feel like I do a better job now. But the thing is that I noticed that I didn't like that about her. So having that already in my history, let's say, or in my database, I'm like, okay, there was already something about her that I didn't like. So let's explore why is it that I still don't like her. And what I discover, and after discovering this, what happened is like I like her now. I'm like a full blown wonder and just admiration of what she's doing and you know, all the work and everything she's bringing through with the information and the channeled material and everything. Like, I really feel like I love her. Before I was rejecting her. There was this space between us, and now I can genuinely say, like, I love them, right? Because of this thing that I integrated within me that I was judging, and I didn't know I was judging, right? But that's how the programs work. They're so subtle. You don't know you're in them. You don't know the program is actually working through you, operating through you. You see, you need to be that humble to accept, yes, I am full of shit. I do carry a lot of distortions, and I'm willing to take care of them and dissolve them, you know? So that was my way of realizing the thing that I didn't like about her was actually something I do, and was the thing that was preventing me to actually come forth with the True Light Show podcast even more strong. That was the thing preventing me, blocking me of being fully me. It was the thing I saw in her that I didn't like, that I actually was judging within myself. So I was projecting it onto her because she was doing it. So even if people are doing whatever they're doing, why does it bother you? Like, why does it have to do anything with you? Why can't you love people regardless of what they're doing? The only reason is because that thing they're doing, you have some sort of judgment. And every time you have a judgment towards someone, you're leaking energy, because that's the aspect of you that's not fully connected to source. So source energy is not flowing into that area of your life or your energy field, let's say, right? So the thing that she does, that I do, which is actually not a bad thing, but I somehow was judging it as ego, as pure works of the ego, which was the block not allowing my full true self frequency to flow, is she speaks a lot about herself. She speaks very highly about herself. She speaks, everything is about her. Not everything. She includes everybody and her husband. She's very, very neutral. But I was focusing in a negative way how she was the center of her life. And actually, that's a beautiful thing. When you're able to speak about yourself that highly because you recognize that you are the light, and you recognize how much you've worked through your own shadows and your own distortions and clearing out the ego. Like, that's truly amazing. Now I see her with this new lens, or this cleared lens. And I'm like, wow, that's so beautiful that you love yourself so much, that you can speak so much about you and still help so much people. What? What did I just say? And still help so many people. I'm so funny. My Spanglish is crazy. I don't speak good English, and I don't speak good Spanish either. I'm just like a mix of, I don't know, whatever. But it's a frequency, so I honor it now. Instead of judging it, I honor it, and I know there's a purpose behind it. So she's helping so many people, just through her loving herself so much, and everything being around about her, even though it's not really about her. She's using her own example to help others, which is the thing that I do. And it's the best thing that I know how to do, is to talk about myself. You know, why was I judging that, right? Because that was part of my own shadow of my own self-love journey. You see? So, because honestly, why? Why is it society wise seem wrong for someone to speak about themselves, to speak highly, to speak in good accord, to just flourish and blossom in recognition of who you truly are? Why is it wrong? Why do you have to dim your light? You see? You see the conditioning? There's nothing wrong with it. But we've been trained that that's not okay. We've been conditioned that that's not okay. To put yourself first is not okay. But actually, it's the best thing you can do, because now the light that you emanate, it's truly authentic. It's truly you. It's truly how God wants to express through you. And yes, they say in sales, use your story, but make it about them. But truly, do you want to make it about somebody else when it's not genuine and authentic? Like, I love speaking about myself. And you can call that ego, you can call that whatever. I call it, it's my true light shining. Because that's my most authentic self. And that's how I can actually convey a message that can help another aspect of self, that can help somebody else. Even though my focus is not to help people, you're going to serve people eventually just by you being truly you. So it's not even a question of, should I be helping people? You being in your own light, in the truth of who you are, automatically by default, you're helping the whole, because we are one. It's already implicit that you following your highest joy, your highest passion, the thing that gives you most joy, you're automatically giving as an example, as a frequency mirror to the rest of the people who are not in alignment with themselves. You're given the opportunity. You can do this for yourself too. You can tap into the truth of who you are, and bringing the abundance, and bringing the clarity, and bringing the knowledge, the wisdom, the healing, the love, everything that you need, that you were outsourcing yourself and trying to find out and plug in into systems outside of you as if it was coming from outside, instead of relying on the one stream of consciousness which is within yourself, your heart, right? Your own knowingness of who you are. You'll never get depleted this way. Once you put yourself first, you're putting everybody else first as well. That's the magic of the mirroring dynamics. Because what you do to yourself, you're doing to others. You put yourself first, you're putting others first in their life. Why? Because you respect their process automatically. You know they have their own journey, their own way of doing things. So you're minding your own business. You are in your own lane. You don't need to manipulate people. There's no need to manipulate. So it is so sustainable for the whole system, for you to put yourself first, and for you to do the things that light you up. You're automatically helping so much with the vibrational frequency of the planet. So that was the thing that I didn't like about her, is how much she talks about herself. And that's exactly what I do. I love talking about myself. But I was judging that was not a good thing, because I was conditioned. No, like, others are important. You're not important, right? Others are important and I'm not. That was my conditioning. And that's the reason I didn't allow my true frequency to come through, because of that block. I would feel that disgust. And now I'm giving myself full permission to speak about the things that I want to speak, and make it about me, even though it's not really about me. Like, the underlying intention, it is about the oneness, about the self, about the one consciousness. So the way I speak about me is the way I know you are. It's the same way I see you. I speak highly about me. It's because I see you that high. You see the mirroring mechanism? Now, for the egotistical mind, or for the lower self mind, who doesn't understand what I'm talking about, it will be triggering. it will be, oh, you're talking about yourself. You're so in your ego, right? It will be triggering. But that's part of the healing as well. Because I know my intentions. I know my heart. So I trust me. I trust me a lot. A lot. It brought me where I'm at with nothing. With nothing. And I'm going to leave it there. I think it's enough for today. But you see how me healing that mirror, what she was reflecting back, that it wasn't obvious. Like it wasn't an obvious hate or rejection. It was not. I could only sense a space. There's this space between her and I. That's the only thing I felt. Like it wasn't overtly a projection. Ooh, I hate her. No, it wasn't. Like it wasn't. It was so subtle. So, but by me analyzing the space, I saw how it was so hidden. It was so hidden that I didn't like her. And I wasn't realizing I didn't like her. Which is me not liking that part of myself that actually loves speaking about myself. Mirror, mirror. That's what we do in Reflectorium. We find this subtle programs that are working behind the scenes and you have no idea of. I'm an expert in finding those programs. Like I love finding the programs. It's like a, ooh, like exciting. It's really exciting for me to work with people and help you find it and become aware and feel through it and process it and release it from your field. That's what I love doing. That's what Reflectorium is about. So I'll see you guys at the next True Light Show podcast. Bye.